Ever since I watched the Mass Effect Andromeda announced trailer, I couldn't help but see that we used some kind of wormhole technology to get us to Andromeda within a few hundred years from the trilogy. But now a new theory has me and many others thinking otherwise. What if we actually are a few thousand years ahead of the trilogy? First off, before I begin, I want to give a shout out to a Mass Effect YouTuber known as Minius GC. His theory video changed my point of view of Mass Effect Andromeda, while also inspiring me to create my own version of this theory. A link to his channel and theory video will be in the description of this video. Just like every theory, it's only a theory. It could be right, or it could be wrong. Today we're going to be talking about the escape theory. It's essentially a desperate course of action that involved a group of different races to escape the Milky Way by creating a new home in other galaxies. This would ensure the survival of all races and would explain why we're in the Andromeda galaxy. But why would we take this desperate course of action? The reasons why were pretty obvious. The odds of us losing the Reaper War was high, and even if we did win the war, taking that chance would not ensure the survival of each race. But the real question is, why didn't we hear about these plans during Mass Effect 3? The Reapers are masters at indoctrination. They use this ability to turn the tides of every single war for the past millions of years. The Protheans' demise makes a perfect reason to why the escape plans were kept secret. Though the chances of winning the Reaper War was slim, the Protheans began losing control of the war when the Reapers started indoctrinating important war assets. Because of this, the Reapers were one step ahead of the Protheans, and almost every plan the Protheans had were compromised. A great example of this can be witnessed in Mass Effect 3 when you see Javik.
But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
To collaborate all of this, the Protheans had to develop technology that can sense indoctrinated individuals.
Indoctrinated presence detected. Activating security protocol.
Then from here, the Protheans began creating plans that was kept top secret. Remember Ilos back in Mass Effect 1? This was one of the top secret operations that the Protheans kept covert, and just like the Protheans did, I believe we began to follow the same tactics. The tactic of keeping everything a secret and avoiding contact with other systems that can compromise the escape plans. Furthermore, this can explain why we never heard about the escape theory in general. So now that we have a perfect reason for escaping the Milky Way, and knowing the reason why these plans are kept secret, which galaxy do we venture to? Personally, I believe a mix of races travel to the closer galaxies first, and for insurance, we are the ones who go to the Andromeda galaxy. But how do we get to Andromeda? We didn't have enough time to create some super long distance technology that was more efficient than that of a mass relay, so most likely we took the conventional route, by traveling to Andromeda with our usual FTL systems, or possibly an experimental FTL system that kinda corresponds with the Ark. Nonetheless, we're going to get to Andromeda, but it's going to take us quite the amount of time. In fact, it could literally take us thousands if not tens of thousands of years to get to Andromeda. But how will we survive waiting that long? It's quite simple. Most likely we develop some sort of cryogenic stasis, such as the ones from Ilos. This will also explain why we see an N7 operative in the Mass Effect Andromeda announced trailer. It's time to get us to the fun part. Now, have you noticed that all of the technology from the Andromeda announced trailer appears to be exactly the same from the trilogy? We still use the M6 Carnifex instead of some death ray pistol that I assume we would have. We still use armor that, although it looks different, doesn't appear to be technologically advanced compared to the armor from the trilogy. We still use the Mako instead of something much more highly advanced. Do you see where I'm getting at? If we left a few hundred years after the trilogy, this would indefinitely mean that we'd be more technologically advanced compared to the trilogy, by a significant difference. But the Andromeda announced trailer says otherwise, and completely counters the theory of traveling to Andromeda after the trilogy has ended. This means that we traveled to Andromeda before the trilogy ended, since our technology has never changed. Thus proves the escape theory is possibly the most reliable reason to why we're in Andromeda. And you know what's good about this theory? The endings from Mass Effect 3 won't have any effect in Mass Effect Andromeda. This not only saves BioWare from creating multiple versions of Andromeda based off Mass Effect 3's endings, but also reduces the possibility of more plot holes developing in Mass Effect Andromeda. Now sure, some of us don't like the idea of all of our work in the trilogy being dumped in the trash, but I believe this transition will be better for all of us. This is the time where BioWare can redeem themselves from the undeniably ridiculous ending of the trilogy. They can learn from their mistakes and create a new story. story, with less plot holes interrupting the story. And to add on to this, whether the indoctrination theory was true or not, it doesn't matter anymore. What happens in the Milky Way stays in the Milky Way. Now it's time for something new to happen. Cheers to Mass Effect Andromeda and hopefully BioWare. But just like every theory, it's only a theory. It could be right, or it could be wrong. So what are your thoughts about this theory? Did you like it? Or what did you not like about it? And if you have a theory of your own, put it down in the comments below for a chance to have it featured on my next video. Also, make sure to like the video and share this to your friends, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to join the Bloke Squad today. Without further ado, here are some honorable theories from my previous videos.